Right now, for art display, we have an illusionist, and we'll explain exactly what that is. He uses a plethora of two-dimensional symbols to communicate his thoughts. Toks Browne is adept in lino cuts as well as digital imaging. He links traditional arts rendering skills with the use of new technology. And, well, hey, let's just learn a bit more from the man himself. You are welcome, Mr. Toks.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. I can see that you also got the memo today and you're looking as traditional as we all are. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your art.
Yeah.
Illusionism. Did I get that word right?
I think that was picked from my book, Adumadon. And I just used that word because of how I was trained, because all art is an illusion. So when you introduced me as an illusionist, it sounded like I'm a magician.
No, not that kind of illusionist.
So all I'm saying is that art is an illusion. You know, every artist tries to create an illusion of space on a two-dimensional surface.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean. And I use, when I said a plethora of two-dimensional symbols, all art, I mean, we all use symbolism. You know, children do as well.
Yeah.
When a child tries to draw or express their thoughts, they're always simplifying it because they've not learned how to draw sophisticatedly, so they will use anything. So that's what I mean by a plethora of symbols to express myself.
Okay. All right, well, that's grand. How long have you been making paintings for?
I've been drawing since I was 6.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, that says enough already. That's a long time. So your communication is a very unique kind because you don't get to see it until you get to see it. I don't know if that makes any sense to you out there or to you as I'm telling. Let's take a look at this picture, for instance. This is a painting, for instance. Yeah. What is this?
This, I mean, by the way, I'm a faith-based artist. I'm a Christian artist.
Can you explain exactly?
I mean, I use my art to express what I see in the Bible.
There you go.
And I also use art to meditate on scriptures.
Nice.
In 1987, I was actually the first person in this country to have a Christian art exhibition.
Wow.
And then I left. I left that same year. Yeah.
Okay.
But I've been back a few times to have exhibitions.
So where did you go? And how was your art?
The UK, yeah.
Did you express yourself artistically in the UK as well? And how was it?
Yeah, I went there. Supposedly I went there to develop my art, but only to find that I had to rediscover myself. Because if you looked at my work then when I had this Christian art exhibition, I mean, I'm embarrassed to say it now, but I was painting, you know, doing paintings of the Caucasian Jesus and stuff like that. Which was actually due to miseducation, really. And it was only when I was in the UK that I had a lot of influence, a lot of input from different people, you know, who liked my art, and they were really very happy that a black person was actually so adept at painting, but they thought my thinking was not right in terms of how I saw who Jesus is. You know, and so that's another story.
That's a very interesting story. I'd like to hear.
But that's another story. But
let's come back to this.
So I came back to this when I was 17. Before I went to art school, I used to do things like this using just black and white to express myself. And it was only when I was in the UK that someone saw something I did years before and was asking, why wasn't I doing something like that anymore? And I found that I actually lost my way.
Oh, wow.
I found my way back.
There's plenty to unpack from the story that you've just told. And I'm going to get back to it because I want to pick a few things from out of that regarding influence and discovery. But this painting here is, I can see a human form there.
Yeah. This is actually the guy that was swallowed by the fish.
Jonah?
Yeah.
Oh.
And those are all the seaweeds around him. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So I see that Christian.
So that's Jonah in the belly of the whale. Yes.
Oh, that is very interesting. This is you did this. What is it? What, oil on canvas?
It's actually acrylic.
This is acrylic. Okay.
It's acrylic.
That's beautiful. Well, that's grand. And then over to the far side here, if we'll have the cameras capture this one here, we have a very beautiful painting here as well. Now, I can see the physiognomy of a person's face on that one. But then again, it also now forms into a tree. If you look at it, that kind of painting, that kind of expression, what is it called exactly?
Okay, that is actually called the African diaspora. And when I had this, I mean, by the way, the brand for my work is called Aduma Adon.
Aduma Adon.
That's the brand name for my work.
Where is that from? What does it mean?
Aduma Adon is a Yoruba word, and it means black and beautiful.
Nice.
And it also means black man thrive and shine. It also means that. It has so many meanings.
Black pride.
Yeah, something like that, But I came across the word when I was a child, you know, in the 60s. The adults used to refer to women that are dark-skinned, you know, very dark-skinned and, you know, unusually beautiful women. They're usually petite, and when they smile, you know, their teeth are white. So you see the older men competing for this young woman. They say, you see that Omoge Aduma Adon?
Aduma Adon.
So that's where I got the word Aduma Adon from. But my work is not really about black beauty. It's actually about the beauty of the black pigment.
Nice. Because
I like black pigment. I use it a lot. And
well, paintings tell.
And you know, a lot of black people are also ashamed of black because black has a negative connotation.
The way that the West has,
it's the way we've been programmed. But if you actually think of a black tie dinner, you think of a black athlete, you think of a black singer, think of Afro beats, stuff like that. So black is actually beautiful.
Black is
just
positive.
the way our mind's been twisted.
Now, to go back to your earlier comments about discovery and the fact that influence actually helps you rediscover yourself, is that a process that every artist goes through?
I hope so.
You hope so?
Yeah, because for me it was a very painful experience because I found that I went to university to be trained to paint like certain Europeans. You know, it was a lot of European influence, which actually had no meaning.
We have a few more of your work there on TV, going on the screen rather, going on right now. And there's a constant theme there, and I see that black Aduma Adon that you're talking about theme running through it all. But you're not just restricted to 2 dimensions, are you? Or do you use other forms to express as well?
Yeah, I do oil painting. I mean, I use colors. I can do. I'm an artist. I'm trained to do anything with art. I mean, I do abstract in colors. I can do realistic paintings.
And do you see your art morphing any further from where it is now?
Maybe, you know, we don't know. I can't predict the future.
So it's not a bad thing for an artist to change expressions as they go on in their timeline. It's okay for artists to actually rediscover, like you said, influenced by this or that.
Art is, you know, usually we're always experimenting, you know, and so, but what I do at the moment is that I use my art to empower people to heal. Because my wife and I work in mental health. Okay. So we run workshops on training people on how to use art to process trauma. You know, and I mean, she is a consultant psychiatrist. She uses even some of the tools that we use in our private work, in our work on the NHS as well.
Mr. Toks Browne, your art is impactful, I must say, and it makes you take a deeper look and find a deeper meaning in the work of your hands as well. And I'd like to say that I appreciate them, and I'm looking forward to seeing much more. I wish we could have seen the ones that we saw on the screen in person here, but maybe some other time. Are we looking forward to an exhibition? You did say you had one.
Yeah, I have a gallery in Magodo.
Nice. Oh, it's just
Magodo
around the
Phase
corner.
2,
Nice. Where people can
14,
come.
Yeah, 14 Adediran Street.
Okay.
And we have a show on at the moment. We are doing some expo. And on the 26th of, which is Saturday of November, we are running a trauma workshop as well. I mean,
and it's free for everybody to come and see.
It's a paid event, but the exhibitions are free.
Oh, grand! Free,
so
free is a good word. Yeah. Everybody likes free.
So we've been running free workshops all week actually. That people could have come to. We had tie and dye, And people could actually go onto our Instagram handle to actually see the other workshops.
So we've had that Instagram handle on the screen. So if you have been seeing or watching, you'd see it. We'll flash it again for you guys. But thank you very much, Mr. Toks Browne. It's grand having you here, and also knowing that you're just across the corner. Maybe I'll come sometime to see.
That'd be cool.
Thank you indeed.